When you're ready, I would like you to, I will count from 1 to 3, and on 3, I would like you to invite, with the highest honor, invite the being which will represent the animals living in your land. On 1, 2, 3. Welcome this being, the one who would like to represent all the animals. You can, when you see something, please let me know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is it? Who came? Who received the invitation?
It's a woman with antlers and red hair.
Okay.
It was the deer first, and then
The deer first. I saw
and
the
then it,
deer. I saw the
yeah.
deer. So, okay. Welcome them. Welcome them. And first, introduce yourself. Introduce yourself, and you know you know how to do it. Greet them with the highest honor
Mm.
and thank them for receiving the invitation. And please ask them, is it just this woman, or is this dog also?
Or is it?
Hmm?
What did you say? Is it
Uh,
this woman?
is it this lady, or the stag,
It's the
the
stag.
deer,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
stag?
The lady
Okay,
came afterwards.
okay. So invite the stag to the space, and imagine you are the host. You in your home, you like make the tea. It's this, beautiful, the highest respect, for this being to come, and ask if he or he is she, or he is he, right?
Mm.
If he would like to be willing to talk, and to to give us, some information, because we're very curious to to know more, about the land, about the relationships between animals and the land. If he would be willing to talk about this. Can you ask?
Out loud?
No. In your space there.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah?
he said
Yeah?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank him for that. And okay. So what we are interested in is, we as humans, especially you, in living in this land, you would like to learn in order to be the most useful, the most helpful, the most compatible element of this land. And we would like to live in, in equilibrium together. So, what would be the most important thing? My question would be the most important thing which is on the way to do this, to create this communication, between them. What is the main obstacle from his perspective? And he's talking for the all animals there. So what would that be the biggest obstacle to remove first?
But the lack of trust.
The lack of trust. And the lack of trust is coming from the animals or from
Kind of,
the.
kind of both.
Hmm.
And also the humans don't listen.
Hmm.
They don't hear in the way that they communicate.
Okay, what would be the his advice on um, how he would advise to change this? Okay, the humans don't listen. From his perspective, what is the reason of it?
You don't get quiet enough.
And would he advise how to get quiet? How he, from his perspective, what would be the practice, for example, for us to get quiet?
Just sit on the land.
Sit on the land and sit is there anything else? Just sit, or is there or the like connecting to the mind? I don't want to give any indications. I would like to him to give us the maybe there's a like a method or step by step process.
It just says you have to sit on the land and touch it with your hands.
Hmm.
The energy of the earth moves up through the hands, and breathing is important also.
What kind of breathing?
Slow, rhythmic breathing to calm the
Hmm.
heart and mind.
Hmm. Hmm. And from his perspective, this mind and the heart, let's say we are kind of from where we are now at this moment of in our awareness, we know that we have levels of mind, and where we need to get, where is this I'm talking about the consciousness, is it the awareness, it's fifth dimension, like can he give us the clue?
He says that we're naturally all able to do this all the time. Children do it very easily,
Mm-hmm.
and it won't take much practice because it's a natural human trait, but we've lost it because of our buildings where we wear shoes and stay indoors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we have to listen carefully to the earth's heartbeat and let that move up through into our heart. And
Right.
that is the messages that we will receive is through the heartbeat of the earth. And through that, we will connect with the animals' messages, but it will be more like a knowing than a message, as in words. It will be a knowing in the heart.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. This is amazing. I have a question. What came to me was this: what would be the suggestion for people who don't have any clue about this spiritual, aspect of us? The people who are the beginners. How to teach them? What steps do we need to take to show them, this slowly the connection, how to connect?
To the land or to
to
spirit?
the animal, to the land, to
To the
the animals? What would be
He
the?
says if they're not connected to spirit, it will be more difficult because the lack of trust
Mm-hmm.
is so deep that they will not believe the knowings because they just think it's in their head.
Yes, but is there, from his perspective, any like way to introduce? How would he introduce this concept if he had to kind of teach those kind of people? And it will take time. But what we can do on behalf of the animals, because we really want to, we're here to help. I want you to now to send him this intent we have. We want to collaborate, and I know he can feel the truth behind what we are saying, and we want to help. And once we kind of learn the ways that we can be the, extension of the awareness also. So what I'm interested in is the way how I can, from his perspective, teach people who are not even, they don't even have an idea, like little steps. What would that be?
Walking in nature,
Mm-hmm.
listening to the bird song and learning what the calls mean, and the
Mm.
language of the birds will open their mind to the sentience of all beings because there is a pattern to be
Oh wow.
decoded within the bird song and messages they.
Beautiful. Okay, could you ask, is there, what is there a way to listen to the birds? What do we need to pay attention to then to decode these codes?
They are saying danger, or they are playing, or they are mating, and you can see the difference when
Mm-hmm.
you listen. You have to listen. Sometimes they just sing for the sheer joy of it.
Okay. Can I ask him, ask him to kind of see me now, to tune to my energy, and to see the understanding I have about the sound and vibration.
Mhm.
Can he just show me, or this is like a message to me? Maybe it will be different language, different, not maybe language, but uh, different way of explaining, right? That I can understand, this subtle differences, where the codes are, where the birds are singing.
It's in the geometry of the sound. So if
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be doing this, you can close your eyes and see the geometry that is shaped in the mind's eye. Also
Uh-huh.
in the tone,
In
the
the tone.
tonal difference will make a new geometric shape
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
you can paint pictures with, almost like an alphabet.
Mm. Mm. Okay. And where is this geometry is coming from? What kind of, just for the mind to understand, what level of awareness is that? Is Where is this coming from?
It's coming from the sound field.
Mm-hmm.
past our awareness in third dimension. It's
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much. It's amazing. So okay. So this singing, the sound which are made by birds. Then, if we tune, what I understand, if we tune to this sound and kind of, we can see the shapes of the geometrical shapes, and this
you
is the.
will be able to see this, yes, if you concentrate.
Mhm.
You could try drawing it too.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I see something like, there's this plate, the vibrational plate, when you put like a sound on it, and you put, I don't know
Mm.
how it's called, but
Cymatics.
yes, yes. So I see something like this. That would be something like this, like when they just restructure the shape of the sound. Um,
Yes, but this is the technical version. Obviously, you can just connect with the heart and you will be known. You will know. But
mm,
if you want to delve into the technical
okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
engineering of the sound, then this is what we would suggest.
Okay, okay, amazing. Okay, talking about the communication, um, could he show us or give us the feeling of, how the animals in the land communicate between each other? And maybe we can have an example of, one, I don't know, between your own kind, or I'm more interested in the different kind. For example, as a stag, as a deer, you would communicate with fox, let's say. What is coming now, could he tell us, is there a distortion somehow in this land, that there's something maybe which distort the communication between all the animal kingdom?
It's in the grid lines.
And is the grid line distorting the communication
Yeah, by by design,
by design? Is
on
there any
purpose.
on purpose?
Mm.
And whose purpose is this?
Then the controllers.
Hmm. Is it okay? Before we go to this, is there anything from what can be done in terms of improving the communication between them?
Making sure that we look after the environment that they live in,
And
removing the
mhm,
rubbish and the toxins from the waterways is important.
okay, but is there okay? So is there anything else we can do on the etheric level?
Well, it is all etheric ultimately. But
Okay.
yes, there can be like the cleansing of the waterways, because the water does amplify the thoughts and intention of the telepathy that is their communication methods. So too, the grid lines work in the same way on the
Hmm.
etheric. So through song and sound and intention, you can clear and clean the water and therefore the grid.
Okay, I have a question then in terms of sound. Is there a frequency or tone which, if it was introduced to the land, that would change or restore the natural balance?
Yes, mantra, mantra,
Hmm.
mantra.
What mantra is that?
Mm. The ancient Vedic mantra that you can discover through your own research, you will be called to the right one. The
Mm-hmm.
use of song, joyful song with human voice is powerful, more powerful than perhaps you realize.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And if we had to contain all this concept of mantra and words and human song and in one tone,
Mm.
what would be the tone? What would be the frequency? Is there the sound which Tiffany is singing the right frequency, or is it possible to give us a number of the frequency?
I saw 432, but I don't know whether that's my mind or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
not.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's amazing. If I have a question, if we, as a, as a
The resonance of the heart, if you can pinpoint the resonance of the heart, then you have found the right tone and frequency. It has
yes,
to be heart centered.
of the heart. Mhm. If we, in the fourth dimension, will create some devices projecting, this is the question, this is my question. Let's say in fifth dimension, we we are able to create the space which will be like a speaker, I would say, or this the tone generator, which will be focused on this land, and it will radiate, go through the fifth dimension to fourth and third.
Yeah.
Would that work? Would that help?
Yeah.
What do you see?
I just feel emotional.
Very good. Allowed to happen because it's a very joyful moment.
It's so because it's the Albion spine through the UK, and they see it like a rod of light that you
Is
can raise the frequency,
so is that
and it has such far-reaching effects. Such it goes so far.
but is it positive or
Yeah, it's positive. It's changing things.
okay? So can you just observe? Can you just look at it? Is there a way that we can uh, redirect or create something similar to radiate this frequency on this land, and set up some it's
Yeah,
a
with copper wires into the earth, you
mm-hmm,
could literally sing into the earth through these copper wires of some sort of conduction, conduct,
conduct okay.
to
um
conduct
mm-hmm. My
literally into the earth.
okay, that's amazing. uh yeah, my question was, I just wanted to know if that would help, if we can set up, because we can work from any level, and we can do something like this um, to calibrate and the space, um, and then let's go back to this idea of communicating, because I would like you to and I also would love to have a kind of a bit of experience. How do you communicate with another kind? With another kind, it's whatever would ask him to show him the best example
With the bee.
with the bee. Okay, very interesting. So how would you communicate? What is the
It is just telepathy. It's just a resonance field that is beyond words. We don't operate in the same language aspect, tonal that you do. That
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And
it is a joyful, playful experience where we are co-creating in resonance with the earth. It's
okay,
an understanding.
okay. So talking about the bees, we know that the bees are very very important, and they apparently from our perspective, our human perspective, they have a bit of like they are endangered. And I would like you. Could you please allow us to communicate to connect to this bee? Okay, and I would like to ask. Um, I would like to ask to give us the what's going on.
very, very buzzy,
Bazi. Okay.
very
Uh,
light.
okay. Wow, it's amazing. If you could get the sense from their perspective in terms of this, being endangered, are they aware about this, the problem? What is the biggest
They
problem for them?
understand. They understand.
They
They are
understand.
not happy with the outcome of the human experiment. It has gone far from the original plan, and the deviation is causing issues not just within their species, but all seen and unseen.
Right. Okay. Is there anything we can help with?
Well, planting flowers, planting trees, planting
Hmm.
more, planting.
Flowers. What would be the best for? I'm talking about this area where you are. What would be the best flower for them, or the best plant, the most desirable?
They love what we've done. They love it. They love it.
Hmm.
The catnip and the hyssop is making them happy.
Hmm.
Sunflowers also.
Okay.
Anything with fragrance,
Hmm.
anything with color.
Okay. And do they need more of that, or the
They can
amount?
always be more. This is basically a barren wasteland of grass. It's not very exciting for them, and plus there is not much food after a
Hmm.
certain time in the year, so more is more is more. We just need to plant more.
Hmm. Okay. 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 So if do you have any question for this bee?
What about the honey?
The honey.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. So,
is, is it is it bad to take the honey?
mm-hmm. So
No,
what?
it's not. It's not. It's not. It just has to be done with honor.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So if you're okay with the bee to disconnect with the bee, thank you so much for willingness to talk and to connect. We are so happy. I'm so it's amazing. And go back to the and go back to the deer. To what's his name, by the way?
Oh, Gregor.
Gregor. Gregor. Gregor. Thank you, Gregor, for being with us. Um. Okay, what is the biggest problem in this area for them?
The toxins on the cow. The cow.
The cow.
The cow. They feeding the feed.
What
We are feeding them. Yes.
what exactly is the problem? What is
Well,
the
it's not very good for the water.
Okay, so it's the all the waste of the cow. Is that's the problem?
Yes.
Okay, okay. And I also wanted to ask, what is the most
Barbed wire. Also problem.
what's that?
The barbed wire, the fencing
The electric fences.
with the spikes on.
Okay. Electric fences. Okay, talking about electric fences. Could you now let's do something now. We can offer through our understanding. I would like you to explain to him on the level that he will be able to pass this information to all the animals who are in contact or had an experience with the fence, right? I would like you to show him the scene, the situation when you going close to this fence, and you just quickly touch this, and you have the electric shock. But it's okay for you. We understand it's not a big electric shock. And show him when you touch this, then there is this spike. Talk to him like to the child. Look, when you got close, when you touch this, is this it hurts, and this is the relation. When you touch, that's when this happens. When you don't touch, it's all okay. And show him, for example, if there is a not high enough, when the fence is not high enough that you can jump over not touching, show him this image that you need to jump over not touching it. Or show him, for example, I have an image of fox going under, and be very careful not touching this. So that's how you need to go over, move around when to be safe. Did you show him this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you have a sense that did he know about this?
They just try to go across anyway because it's their path. So I said to go a new path, perhaps find a new route so they don't get hurt. Or like you say, to jump high, but not to risk it if it looks too high.
Very good. Yeah, so show him alternative path, maybe there's alternative path, and explain now through the feelings, explain, we are sorry for that. We are sorry, but this is something we cannot really change. It's not up to us. So the idea of adjustment, vital adjustment, that we need to. I know maybe it's important, this path they use, but maybe they will be willing to consider to change the way they go around. Maybe they can find another way to just avoid that, and show them the idea of being flexible with the choices. also, because the animals, I have a feeling they might have like sometimes, you know, maybe it's difficult to change something for because of there are many reasons why. But maybe to be flexible if there's like an obstacle, you know, show him this like a concept of improvisation of hmm okay, let's change, let's find another way. The flexibility in this mind, show them that, and ask him to pass this information. This is like from us. This is the kind of way we doing. If there's something we cannot cross, we are looking for another option, you know? So this idea of looking for solutions, and ask him to send this information to the whole ether, to the dysmorphic pole, dysmorphic field in this area now. It's almost like upgrading the system also. Be more flexible, more flexible. And also this image of how to cope with this fence, if he would to send this to all the animal kingdom in this area, and maybe further, maybe put it this information. Oh, I just found out this, how to go around these things. The animals can know now. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. And I would like you to just say thank you to him, and he can go now. Thank you. Now, please, let's go back to this state to restore the energy to the highest level now. Restore, regenerate, disconnect completely with him, with everything there, and restore the highest potential, the highest energy. Okay, very good. How do you feel?
Oh, pretty high.
Hmm?
Pretty high.
Okay. Are you okay to continue?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So now I would like you to talk to the space now, and we want to invite someone else, and I would like you to calibrate again this space, command to the space, to your space you are there, to calibrate for the next part of this session, and make it the most welcoming for the next one to come. And I will count from 1 to 3, and I would like you to invite the awareness which represents the awareness of this land. 1, 2, 3.